guys, what is going on? I hope you're all doing fantastic. As you can see, winter has finally arrived in Germany. Finally. It's freaking cold. Currently it's about 2 degrees Celsius, I'm sorry, and I'm layered like a fucking onion. It's not pretty comfortable, but I had to go out and ride this beautiful weather. Who knows when the next time comes that I can ride. I just can't tell. Let's take a ride. So, but today's video is not about the weather in Germany and how cold it is. It actually is about another topic of Mototalks. And today we talk about technology. What are my feelings about technology? In general, I would say that I like technology. It's amazing how much it helps us to achieve more and more things. Let's take the communication part. It's easier than ever before to talk to people from all over the world, and I absolutely love it. I love to talk to people in America, in Asia, in Australia. It's so great because you can easily share ideas with them and talk about them, and wow, it's so amazing. And therefore I'm super thankful that we have something like technology that helps us achieve this connection. Then there's the medical part of technology. It's so cool to see that you could use modern technology to help people. For example, if they are paralyzed, to help them walk again. I know we are not right there at the moment, but if we are honest, it won't take too much more time to achieve it. There have already been some great improvements been made. Then we have stuff like, you know, those things for people that you can connect to their head, and then they can hear again if they were, what is the word? If you can't hear. If you have the disease where you can't hear, I'm sorry, I don't know the right word for it. This is amazing. I mean, hello, technology has made this, but technology has some pretty fucking downsides as well. As great it is to be able to communicate with people 24/7 from wherever you want to do it, it's pretty stressful as well. So let's say you're at work, and normally, in the good old times, like the 1960s or 70s, you would have been in your hotel room, at your flat, wherever, and your boss, your company, they just couldn't reach you anymore. But nowadays, if you're on the wrong company, they expect you to be available 24/7, and then they call you in the middle of the night or in the middle of the evening. Let's say you're at a dinner party with some good friends, and then they call you, and all of a sudden your evening plans have changed. You have to come back to the fucking office and do stuff like some important stuff that couldn't wait until tomorrow. Luckily it never happened to me, but I know a few people that receive calls like that on a regular basis, and they think it's normal. It's not normal. So this is a pretty fucking downside of technologies, the availability 24/7. Also, technology has made it easier than ever before to control the masses. And you may think that this is a little conspiracy, but to me it's fact. Let's see the media. It's so easy to control the masses with the media, and if you actually think that politics or politicians are running the world, they are not. It is companies, corporations, and the media who are running the world. Yeah, the media is the worst of all, because they tell people what to think. And this is so sad. If you look around you, there's so many people who can't think for themselves anymore. They believe whatever the media tells them is the truth. Let's take a really recent situation. Let's talk about the attacks in Paris. Yes, it was really sad that so many innocent people died, but the media that's so cool, the indicator, I'm sorry, but the indicator is fucking awesome. The attacks in Paris. The media reported about the stuff 24/7. They told them, or told the viewers who was responsible for the attacks, and I know it was IS, but at the same time as the attacks in Paris, there happened to be attacks in Beirut as well, and the media just weren't talking about the shit. They ignored it, and I don't know, but to me every life matters, and it's not like the life of people from a Western country is worth more than the life of someone in the Middle East or in Africa. Yeah, it's so fucked up. And the media also doesn't talk about why the IS exists. And the IS actually exists because we are terrorizing. By we, I mean the Western countries. We are terrorizing the region for more than 20 years. We have killed so many innocent people, and now we are wondering why they come to our cities in the West and start killing innocent people. Hello, we did the same. Yes, we didn't use suicide attacks or stuff like that, but we didn't have to. We have bombs and airplanes and soldiers, and they killed so many innocent people. But media doesn't talk about it at all. All they say is that Muslims are the problem, and they are actually not. If you have a closer look at the Quran, it actually says that you are not supposed to kill. But that's not what the IS says. They are picking certain lines from the Quran, and then they use those lines for to justify their actions and behavior. Yeah, but I'm getting way away from topic. I'm sorry. I will do another video about this. What I wanted to say is that media are only showing one side of the story, and that's because the Western media no longer investigate stuff. Back in the good old times, you had so many different newspapers, and they were saying, and they actually were investigating stories. But nowadays it's like there are two corporations, they are saying it's like that, and everybody else copies it, and then they put it all together and transform the masses, tell the masses what to think. And that's a fucking downside of technology. Another downside of technology is that it makes people fucking lazy. You know, nowadays you can order your food from your smartphone. You just click on it, and half an hour later it shows up at your door. Yeah, it's great that it is possible, but it makes you feel so lazy. And do you actually know what they're putting into your food? I don't know it. And actually I don't want to know. Because, come on, look at the prices of the stuff they are delivering. $10 for a meal, and that's with free delivery and paying the rent for the store where they make it and the wages of their workers. Come on. It can't be good quality if they do it like that. But that's another topic as well. So what I wanted to say is that technology makes you lazy, because with a click of a button you can easily get your meal. You don't have to do anything. And that's the same with the news. Click. Oh, that's what I have to think. Easy, thank you. And then there's a thing that Forensic Ninja already talked about in her response. I watched the video a couple of weeks ago, so I'm not sure exactly what she said, but the point was that we as a society get too dependent on technology. And yes, that's fucking true. And she had two great examples, and I'm sorry, Forensic Ninja, but I'm just copying your examples because they were great. One thing was GPS, and I'm guilty of it myself. I put in the destination and then, oh, I have to take a left. Wow, I don't have to think. Great. And then there are the times that the GPS doesn't work, and then what to do? Most people can't read maps anymore. They can't use the old-fashioned ways of getting to places. And then they're all fucked up and helplessly stranded, maybe in the desert. And the second example was parallel parking. Nowadays there are cars, like she said, that can parallel park for you. Yeah, it's amazing that technology can do it, but shouldn't you be able to do it by yourself? I mean, it's not that hard. Just practice it for an hour and you're a fucking master. You just have to do it, a little practicing. It's not that hard. And what if you, by accident, have to rent a car that can't parallel park itself? Then you're fucked up or what? So guys, I'm really sorry that I ranted so much in this video. And I know in the beginning of the video I said that I like technology, but I'm just not so sure anymore that I really like technology. And yeah, just walk there, no problem. I'm really not so sure that I like technology or the way we are developing as a society, because yeah, it helps us achieve great things, but it also makes us so dependent, and it's so great to use to control the masses. And I'm not sure if we have already passed the point that technology is no longer helpful, but we are at least pretty close to this point. And that's why I don't feel so positive about technology. Yeah, in some ways it's awesome, but we as society have to become a little bit more critical about it. Because if we are not careful, we lose the ability to think, and the ability to think and to plan our actions is what separates us from animals. If you want to be an animal, go ahead, let media control you, let technology make your life more comfortable and get even more lazier. I'm sorry if you want to do that, it's fine for me, I don't want it. I'm also not saying that technology is shit. The thing that is shitty is how it influences our lives. And I'm a tech nerd. I'm honestly saying I'm a tech nerd. I love products from Apple. I have a MacBook, iPad, iPhone, whatever you want, I have it. And I work from Monday to Friday with technology. But in the past, there have been so many weekends where I totally abandoned technology. I didn't look at my phone, I didn't answer my calls, I didn't check the internet, wasn't on YouTube, Facebook, whatever. And if I'm looking back on it, those weekends were among the best weekends of my life. And so I'm not so sure, but I think we are actually pretty close to become too dependent on media and technology in general. And maybe I have missed the total point of this topic, but I just had to talk about it. So today I will go to another American car meet, which is called American Cars and Burgers. It's held at a local American diner, so you could call me a total Apple fanboy. And I'm not even ashamed to admit it, because you know what? I love their products. They are really great. I first got into Apple because of Steve Jobs. I admire